So we're gonna do a H pattern as usual. So the edges, you need to get them wet. So I'm just using my wet sponge, and you just tag down the edges just like that. You may cut this off, but for a tougher window you should leave this hanging so you can pull shrink, because you don't want to be pulling on a little tip of the film. Same thing here, H like pattern, we throw on the edge, wet sponge, tag it down, tag it down, tag it down. And now we're gonna start shrinking. So people ask me, why are you placing the window film from outside? It should be from inside. Yes. How are you gonna shrink to the shape of the glass from inside? Impossible, guys, right? So this is why we put from outside, if some of you don't understand how window tint works. Let's crank up the heat. I'll go on the middle heat, you know, and you don't need no fancy heat gun that doesn't help you to be a better tinter. So let's crank up, let's shrink it. Boom. As you can see, I'll try to get closer this time. You're shrinking a little bit at the lower end, not where the top finger is, a little bit under it, a little bit under it. Same here, under it, a little bit, push it down, a little bit, push it down. Simple. I know it's not simple, but it's simple for me. So, but if you do many times, you will learn, and it will be simple for yourself as well. Here, we shrank the one side. Boom. Let's push this one down. Underneath. Not at the top. Underneath. Push it down. Underneath. Boom, boom, boom. If it's lifting, it's all good, guys. We're gonna cut it off and then spray some water. It's good to double shrink always the film, so I'll show you that in this video as well. Here you go. Could have done it even faster if I wasn't talking. So let's go with the top. I start from the middle. The top always usually the easiest part. More harder is most of the time is the bottom edge. So as you can see, it shrinks easy. It's almost like it's melting, this window film. And if anybody's asking, this is our window film. It's called SunGuard Films. You can go into sunguardfilms.com and basically buy yourself a roll. This is Performance Plus model, 2-ply. Let's see if I creased it a little bit. Oh, it's already way further than the dotted matrix, so we don't really care. I'm just doing it too fast maybe. Take it easy, you know. I always don't really care on the edges most of the time, because it's like dotted matrix is somewhere going here, and if you crease it here, it doesn't matter. So what you do is you leave slightly more than the dotted matrix, and you cut to the shape following the dotted matrix. To handle a knife is pretty difficult for the first timers. The guys that we teach usually have struggle learning to cut at the beginning, but you get the hang of it as you do cut. As you cut more and more and more, you know, you learn to do it right. Sorry for the background noise, because this is not the only tint shop, it's actually a garage as well. So yeah, there's gonna be some revving in the background. Alright, let me cut this all around, and I'll show you how to double shrink the bottom so it doesn't lift, and you don't need to go in from inside and start shrinking from inside, basically, right, guys? So let's so sometimes when you apply the film, the bottom of it starts lifting when you apply it, and you might use your heat gun to heat it up, whatever. So what we're gonna do is, it's crazy guy outside. So what we do is we kind of tag down the edges, right? Tag down the edges, and we're gonna over shrink the bottom so it doesn't lift anymore. So how you do? You just throw some heat. We need some more heat. Throw some heat and just slightly overheat it. You don't need to do crazy something, you know. Just it's enough to get that extra bottom shrank so it doesn't lift anymore. So you throw the heat, drag it down, throw some heat, tag it down. And you can do the same thing for the top edge. So you won't have at all any fingers lifting, and you won't have to waste your time basically. So a small thing like that. Let's do the top, then we're gonna do the cleaning. So what we're gonna do is, because I don't know these defroster lines, right? This Sun Young, whatever, I never tinted in my life prior. So what we're gonna do is, the mix is not mixed. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna use a real razor blade, but you're going backwards against the defroster lines. So if there is oxidation, you're gonna remove it. And there will be no peanut bubbles. Or you can use some scrapes, like scrubs, whatever. You can do that as well, but I prefer this way. It's like, I don't know, it just makes sense to me, right? So we clean like that, right? As you can see, just gone over all the defroster. Now we're gonna spray it down again. Boom, boom, boom. Quick. Oh, jeez. We're gonna go with the plastic razor blade and all over everything except our certificate sticker, which we cannot remove, right? Actually, it doesn't matter. The certificate, this car is from Gibraltar, so you don't need any certificate, to be honest. Only Spanish cars needs it. So we go over with the plastic razor blade. And there you go. Here we have it. We have went over. Now, spray down again. Boom, boom, boom. And we always clean our squeegee that we're gonna squeegee with. Ooh, like this. Nice. Like this. This window is gonna be super clean and nice. Boom. This is basically how you clean the back window. Then on top of it, we need to do is clean all the edges, because we might touch something while applying the film. So without touching really the glass, maybe just slightly on the dotted matrix area. There you go. Now it's ready to be applied. I have a board. You can work it from the car if you wanted to. Well, I'm working from the board. Okay, so let's apply the film. Spray it down, spray it down. Spray down for no static. And let's peel off the liner. Boom. A little bit curved, I don't know. When you over shrink it, the edges wants to kind of warp on you. So you might need to hold on the edge a little bit, slightly like this. It's annoying. Just grab, spray down, remove the liner. Ooh, it wants to roll up. Don't roll up on us. Okay. Ooh, caught it in time, like right there. Okay, it wants to come off. Wants to roll up on me. Alright. Learn how to handle the film and learn how to catch the film before it can crease on you. Or catch it carefully that you won't crease it. And look at this. Boom, 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 boom. This is gonna turn out perfect. I already know. Even that it rolled up slightly on us, it's gonna turn out perfect. You'll see. I already know. Alright. Check for white gaps. No white gaps all around. No white gaps here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Perfect. Everything looks nice and smooth. Perfect. Now, we start squeezing to the left, to the right. Not too much pressure. We'll go over it again. So, squeegee to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right. Which way? Depends which way you're looking at it, right? Right. Boom. Nice. We're getting all that water out. All that water out. All that water out. Boom. Nice. Same this side. Maybe. This is the cars you should start tinting when you're learning to tint. Don't go for any sedans. You'll give up. And simple as that. So now we grab this type of soft edge squeegee and just go over all the edges. Boom, boom, boom. Looks perfect, I can tell you straight away. Looks perfect. But we might just go over one more time. This freaking thing is annoying. Anyway, I'll go over it again and I'll show you the finished product. So, this is the back window, turned out perfect. If you want to know, like where it's the dotted matrix, it always becomes white because there's little dots, same as any dirt. If you catch it, they become white. The dotted matrix is same story. So as you can see, perfectly tinted back window, and we're gonna do the sides right now. Well, everything just turned out perfect. Limo black, no bubbles whatsoever, nowhere to be found. That's how you tint the windows. Not outside, always inside, and inside the garage. You will never get a good results if you do it outside. So I see you in the next video, guys.